Hello, two big energies that are coming to be spoken on today are you're done playing nice, and this is a turning point where you're reassessing and reflecting on what brings you happiness and satisfaction in the bigger picture. And this is really the invitation, as I said, with the retrogrades to go within and to retreat, to align, to commit to your long-term vision and goal. You may feel that you're reflecting somehow because the tarot six of cups had come in, and this is the energy of reflecting on emotional experiences, perhaps looking back on childhood or nostalgia and past memories and moments with a sense of innocence and what used to make you happy or what did give you joy and what was good about a situation. Yet, however, it's very important not to get stuck there. Yes, reflection can be useful. Yet, what used to make you happy may not be making you happy now, and may not be what brings happiness moving forward. And allow that to be shared. And if there's a grieving coming up, to say to yourself, well, if I were to choose to follow my highest joy right here, right now, if I was to make that decision in this now present moment, who would I be? What would I be thinking? What would I be feeling? Where would I be going? What would I be doing? What action steps would I be taking? And you may be reflecting on that this weekend still under the new moon in Leo energy, following your joy, yet also with the retrogrades with Neptune, Saturn, and Mercury retrograde, that inner reflection in terms of the long term vision and the goal and what's really going to bring you the long term view. Again, the Empress energy comes up within being pregnant with all of this and giving birth to this creativity and creation within you. You know you cannot keep going the same way. Massive bird just flew by there and you want to feel free. So you're getting into a sense of, you may have been feeling this week, of certain things no longer aligning for you, certain things are no longer working, that you're actually taking stock of what your day-to-day reality is. If you're creating more of the life that you want to be living, how is that showing up in your today? How are you each and every day inching towards more of the life that you want to be creating in your reality creation? Being real honest with yourself about what's not matching up with that. Where are you overextending energy? Where are you giving energy to things that are not on your highest priorities or values? Where are you in the energy of consumption over creativity and creation, which is the pathway to unlocking your abundance and creating more of the life that you want to create and share and experience on your own terms? If you're being in the main character energy, how you are being the main character, and do you like the main character that you're being and how you're showing up? There's an energy of frustration today as well, and you're advised to channel that frustration in journaling, in reflecting, and getting clear, and not even no more Mr. Nice Guy or the good girl. It's I don't want to be that anymore, and allowing your bad boss villain era to come in allowing your energies to become more potent in what you are directing it towards, how you are showing up, and being clearer, like being grateful, even connecting to gratitude for how this all brings you to clarity, how this all brings you awareness of what does align and what you do want to be doing. So you may have had contrasting experiences this week of things that really lit you up and brought you enthusiasm and aliveness and joy and gave you pleasure and gave you abundance and satisfaction, coinciding with experiences that did the exact opposite and potentially zapped you of energy or drained you, made you question things or brought you into maybe a lower vibrational state again. And that contrasting experience you can have gratitude for in bringing you clarity on what is aligning, what is not aligning, what needs to go, so that reflection can actually serve you in taking you forward. A secret is about to be revealed to you, some truth being revealed and brought to light. And it may be that you've cut out certain things recently that you've seen are not aligning, whether that be a role, identity, a relationship, a habit, a thought form, whatever it is, and you're about to be shown that you were absolutely correct and that your decision is validated. And that may give you some sense of contentment, satisfaction, or peace in moving forward to truly create the space for what is giving you alignment, what's bringing you the shine and the magic and the joy, what is truly making you happy, and to really give yourself the permission to follow that, because then it would only be you holding yourself back. What else is that? I had opened an old journal this morning. This page had come out because I'm decluttering. I'm getting the sense of downsizing and clearing up space and clearing energy out, in the sense of new things coming in, already feeling that. And when you do that in your space, you actually do clear up energy and allow new things to come in, whatever it may be. And at the top of this page that I just pulled out of a journal, it says, "Baby girl, I want you to get up and celebrate your life today, your gift of life. Take care of you and mind, body, and soul, and go get it." And I laughed and I appreciated that little note to myself from a past version of me, and saying to myself, well, this is the energy we want to be aligning with. We want to be staying in this vibe of what we're moving forward with. So rather than allowing yourself to be overly reflective in past moments and what brought you happiness before, to align with where you're going and what's making you happy now, using the playful power of your imagination. Angel card is the imagination. Using your imagination to visualize the feeling states, the mental images of what you want to create within you in your internal state of being, in driving you forward in life, in creating more of your heaven on earth, what that is going to be for you. Giving love and appreciation to the misalignment, to the contrast, to the frustration, to any setbacks, delays, obstacles that you perceive in your reality, that are all a gift and blessing in getting you clearer on what it is you do actually want, so you can clear out the noise, so you can calibrate to the frequency you prefer, so you can hold the energy that you prefer in your body, knowing that that amplification of that thought form, emotional state, and frequency is bringing to you more of what you do prefer. That's undeniable, and you're on a trajectory of knowing that that truth is being revealed to you and seeing that more and more. And so you will happily commit to the new unfolding path that may have less certainty there for you. Yet you're becoming more and more aware that following your joy, your success is undeniable. And it's already here. How can you imagine it as if it already is? I'm guided to pull more cards from two decks here. If something you're seeking clarity on or confirmation right here, right now, you might attune yourself to that energy here right now as I pull a card from this deck. Thank you for being here, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, you're welcome to step into empowerment coaching with me to receive attunements to Reiki or for a personalized reading if you let me to do one for you. I'd be happy to connect. Thank you. I'm also being asked to go to the bottom of the deck. Confirmations here, and you're being initiated even further into the unknown. If that's you, you've clicked on this video, you may feel nothing's really making sense. I don't know. All I know is I'm following what feels good inside of me and my inner guidance, my inner landscape, drowning out the noise, and knowing that that is bringing you into a new initiation. You may feel that you're having even more awakening going on. If you felt extra tiredness this week, I would say that is perfectly normal from the increased solar flares that we've had. And contrast is actually probably making you feel even more energetically drained than usual. This is an experience that I had myself this week, where I had fallen into a role that I was used to and familiar with in the past, immediately after being engaged in something that brought me absolute joy. And in such a high state of abundance, I was attracting magic and even more money coming in, and all of that when you're in that high state. And then surrendering to something that was an older version of me. And I felt a bit wiped in my energy for 2 days. And it was giving me that clear sign of, oh, you defaulted to an older version of you that you're now seeing is not aligned with the life you want to be leading and living and creating more of. And therefore, it is time to cut that cord, to sever that connection to that attachment of identity or thought form or way of being, since it's not in resonance with the transformed version of you that you're now giving birth to from within your own energy. Deidre, come and let me know if you're with me, if you've had those experiences recently. And I'm speaking on them because I sense that this is the collective that is going through and navigating similar experiences, which is why I'm coming on to not only to look at these cards for you and what may come up for you, but share what I've personally energetically been feeling and to see if you are with me. So you're crossing the threshold into the new, and this is the internal shift that you do through really going into inner stillness, meditating, being with yourself, reflecting in the way that you're reflecting on how you want your life to truly be now and moving forward. I ask you to even journal and get clear on which habits and ways of thinking or where you're allotting energy throughout your day, if it's truly lining up with the reality that you want to be experiencing, and if it is sustainable and feasible over time. What I really felt this week myself was a withdrawal again from social media and getting honest with myself about how often I want to be on there energetically and in terms of building the lifestyle that you want to be having day in, day out. And here on YouTube, I made a commitment with myself that I would upload a video every second or third day. I was easing into that as in something that I felt I could commit to, was willing to commit to, while not necessarily putting myself under the obligation of committing to showing up every day to putting on videos, since I also value having a life and being available to my other projects and other things of being in the world and not only online. Does that resonate with you in terms of how often you are on devices and technology? Are you feeling a resistance to that, your body repelling it somehow lately and asking you to get clearer on what aligns and moving forward, what is sustainable for you day in, day out in building the heaven on earth that you want to create? Do you want to be in online communities? Do you want to be in in-person communities and meeting more people in person again? Where do you see yourself truly being able to commit and devote your time, attention, and energy? You may be refining that at this time as more truth is revealed to you in this initiation within you as to who you want to be now, how you want to be the more in your happiness and joy, how that means that may be being out amongst the trees more and being connected in nature and being in your life rather than consuming, clicking on videos and so on. I have to say, I really support connecting with people in environment coaching to help them make the shift from consumption and scrolling and looking at things into inner leadership being activated in creating and going into social media because you're sharing something that you have created, and that being abundant and that being generosity of giving, and through the law of compensation you receive in whatever form that you do from the universe. Yet you know that this is an initiation, that we have all come here to be creators, to be in creative mode, and make that switch from that consumption tendency that has been programmed into us so that we can follow our creative life force, that we can channel, that we can be the artists, that we can reclaim these parts of ourselves, that innocence from childlike play and wonder, and express that authentic shine, express our authenticity, express our truth, express our voices, and share that as being our portal, our initiation into abundance, connection, authenticity, opportunity, magic, prosperity, everything as your heaven from the simple radiance of you being more than you. I'm going to stop that there. No, actually, sorry, I did say I was going to pull from the other deck also. So, second set of cards. You know, if this is resonating for you, allow yourself some introspection and rest this weekend, as well as being in your life and balancing and navigating. Perhaps do something that you wouldn't ordinarily do that does excite you a little bit, to be following the momentum of your joy. I'm asked to go to that card. Looking at the bird's eye view, I did mention a bird flying by a while ago, and that is looking at the bigger overall picture. It says diligence, and it's not necessarily about doing your due diligence, looking at the small details and looking at the bigger picture. But it's also looking at the long game. What can you truly commit to? Where do you see yourself truly going in the next 6 months? How do you want to be wrapping up the end of this year? Where do you see yourself? Who are you as a person? How are you showing up in your life every day? How are you changing that right here, right now? Because this is a turning point and approaching the Lion's Gate on the 8th of August. And immediately after that, we have on the 9th of August, the full moon in Aquarius. And Aquarius is visionary. It's about the collective. It's about humanitarian work. It's about the greatest good of society and humanity. Also mastering the art of detachment. Aquarians are the avoidance. Okay, yeah, like just completely unattached, and how that is powerful. Card under that is saying to take action, and the action can be, it says to me to truly act on your dreams and your goals, on your shine, your authenticity, your truth, sharing your message, and being in your joy. Just come to me to act on it, that you can postpone or delay your aliveness and your life. As it said, get up, baby girl, and celebrate your gift of life today. How can you act on being in your life more and committing to what you came here to do as a mission and the bigger picture? Let me know if this has resonated for you. Sending you lots of love. Thank you for being here, and see you in the next one.